We begin this morning in central Texas, where local officials say more than 80 people have died as a result of the catastrophic flooding that ripped through the region on Friday. In Kerr County alone, one of the hardest hit areas, at least 40 adults and 28 children have been killed. Rescuers on the ground are still rushing to find survivors, while the Coast Guard is conducting aerial searches, scanning for heat signatures that could lead to a rescue or recovery. At this hour, 10 children and one counselor remain missing from Camp Mystic, a Christian summer camp for girls that's nestled near the Guadalupe River, which surged more than 20 feet in less than 2 hours during the peak of the devastating flooding. Several campers, counselors, and the camp's longtime director have been found dead after floodwaters swept away entire cabins of sleeping campgoers. The grandson of the camp's director said his grandfather died while trying to rescue campers from those rapidly rising waters. And right now, Texas is bracing for more rain, with the National Weather Service warning of the possibility of more flash floods over the next few hours. President Trump yesterday signed a major disaster declaration for Kerr County and spoke to reporters about this deadly storm.
Are you planning to visit Texas, Mr. President?
Probably on Friday. We wanted to leave a little time. I would have done it today, but we'd just be in their way. Probably Friday.
Are you still planning to phase out FEMA?
Well, FEMA is something we can talk about later, but right now they're busy working, so we'll leave it at that.
FEMA is something we'll talk about later, but joining us now, NBC News senior national correspondent Jay Gray, live this morning from Kerrville, Texas. Jay, what is the latest where you are?
Well, Ali, it is a mess and is getting worse for many of those in this strike zone. We're along what's a river trail here in Kerrville, right along the river. You can see the tree down behind us. You can see all of the debris and limbs pressed up against the railing here. We're more than 20 feet above the normal bank of the Guadalupe River, so up a hill more than 20 feet and onward. That's how fast this water came up, more than 20 feet in 45 minutes or less in some areas. Too fast, what a lot of rescue teams are saying, to escape something like that, especially in the middle of the night, especially for young children. More than 80 are known to be dead, and they're still trying to identify some of those who died during the storm. 28 of those children, and many from camps. There's not only Camp Mystic, but several other camps along the Guadalupe River here in this part of the Texas Hill Country. It's a tradition for families to come here on the 4th of July, and you heard the governor talking about the number of people that they may not know are missing because they came over, set up a tent, and we're going to camp out over the 4th of July weekend until these storms came. Dozens still missing right now, and the work to find those missing continues around the clock, entering what is now the 4th day. From the air, on the ground, on horseback, they've got thermal imaging looking for heat traces. They've got night vision to work during the night. So this is an all-out effort that's going to continue, they say, until everyone is found here. And while most of the people in this area, Ali, as you can understand, are still in shock, and you can see that, you can hear it in their voices, the one thing they haven't given up at this point is hope. And that is shared by those rescue teams, by those first responders who do say that they are doing just that. They stress that this is a rescue mission, and they still expect to find survivors alive here.
And we're going to hold that hope for that community as well. But, Jay, on top of that, what about the expected storms today that could only complicate those recovery efforts?
No, you're absolutely right. The forecast isn't doing any favors right now, Ali. Yesterday, we had more rain and more evacuations in this area. Forecasters say that's going to continue for the next 24 hours. And what that means, it's not only something that those who are here have to deal with, but it's those recovery teams, it's those responders. They were pulled out yesterday because it's just too dangerous. They don't want to see flash flooding come in and take even more lives. And so they shift from rescue and recovery to helping people move to higher ground, and they themselves getting out and getting to somewhere where it's safe. Again, over the next 24 hours, we're going to see, at times, I'm told, some severe rain in this area. It's exactly what they don't need. And by the way, mentally, such a strain over the last 4 days. Any rain here, a trigger for that as well after what they've been through.
Yeah, of course. NBC News senior national correspondent Jay Gray, we thank you for reporting live for us this morning from Kerrville, Texas.